Hello and welcome to Saturday Kitchen.
Kitchen.
Special guest made a name for himself playing baddies on the big screen in movies such as Harry Potter and Peter Pan. These days, he's playing a good guy for a change on the top BBC drama The State Within. It's great to have him on Saturday Kitchen. It's Jason Isaacs. I'm really pleased you found time to come on. Now, you describe your food quite interestingly when you were brought up as a kid as sort of anything fried, was that?
It was a deep-fried universe. In fact, we actually had a deep chip fat fry built into the kitchen worktop, yeah.
Because you were brought up in Liverpool, yeah?
Brought up in Liverpool. My father's had 2 quadruple heart bypasses, and that's the cuisine that me and my 3 brothers still are naturally drawn to and have to fight against.
But a big foodie now, because you never were back then. You just eat, it was all basically meat, wasn't
Well,
it?
my mum was cooking for 4 incredibly fussy and difficult boys, and so, you know, the lowest common denominator would win. But now I love to eat, yeah. I love to go out to eat.
And it
I
was your
particularly
wife-
love... I hate this free plugging, but I love the River Cafe. It's probably my favourite restaurant in the
It is
world.
when you can get a table, isn't it?
If I can get a table, I'm eating at 4:30 or 11 o'clock while they're sweeping the floors, yeah.
They're always so busy.
Yeah.
They're always so busy. But anyway, you're here for the Heaven and Hell
I am.
part of the show. Now, as you know...
Terribly worried about it. I've got
Are
to
you
tell
really, really worried?
Because it's not a joke. The hell food, I'm begging you, don't even listen. Put your fingers in your ears.
Trust me, it's brilliant. Right, at the end of every programme, I'll put the viewer's choice for our celebrity guest. Now, it's either going to be your idea of food heaven or food hell. Now, it's up to the viewers to vote and decide whether I make you something based on your favourite ingredient,
Oh,
which is
God.
the heaven, or your nightmare ingredient, hell.
I should never have been honest. That was my big mistake. I told you the truth.
So, anyway, we said that you like... Well, deep fried was a fashionable...
Well, I love rich food. I love not to be able to move after I eat. And
What about heavenly food? What
And I
would you
get that
really
from
like?
when we did The Patriot. There was in South Carolina. There was a place you would order barbecued pork, and they'd stick a pig in a pit for 3 days, and you'd pick it up 3 days later, and it would just fall off the bone. Well, any kind of the pig, any part of the pig, apart from the eyeballs and the hoof, I'll eat. And I love spicy food, like Chinese food and all kinds of Asian food.
So it'd have to be pork then, I suppose.
That would be a lovely choice. Yeah.
But then there's got to be a flip side to this.
Yeah.
Hell. Now, the
It's a
list
long
was quite
list.
long.
Yeah.
I saw the list. It was quite long.
Sit down, get yourself a book. I'll start with what I left off the list, artichokes. I think artichokes are an offensive vegetable. I can't wait for them to be gone. Lemons. Why people stick lemons in, for instance, Coca-Cola, which is the most closely guarded trade secret in the world, and then make it taste like washing up liquid, I don't know. But
Right, it's going well so far.
Yeah, olives, capers, prawns,
All that classic
seafood,
Italian
all
food.
that kind of stuff.
Seafood? You don't.
Yeah.
You just like. I mean, you
My
don't like
brother's
fish, do you?
allergic to fish, and I think that my brother's enemy is my enemy. And so we didn't have it in the house growing up very often. I think she's going to hit me with a frying pan in a second.
But one real nightmare. What?
Celery. I smell celery and I start weeping. Yeah.
So it's got to be celery then, is it?
I'm hoping not. No.
There you go. Right. So I cook it using pork or celery. You have to decide. For his idea of heaven, I'm going to make a delicious pork patties. Well, actually, a selection of different pork patties. I'll blitz up the pork with chicken, coriander, and lime, adding Chinese 5-spice and soy to give it an oriental flavour, and then they're rolled into patties and cooked until golden brown. And to go with that, a hot chili dipping sauce, and served with it some shredded spring onions and cucumber.
Let's just skip to the next section.
Skip to the next
actually.
bit, exactly. Or maybe you'd rather Jason face his food hell. There could have only been one way of enjoying celery, and that's in my classic version of a Waldorf salad. I'll mix the celery with apples, walnut, and my homemade mayo. Well, follow me over. The real true test is in the tasting.
Do you still cook at the restaurant?
Oh, yes. I was there
What about-
yesterday day. Rose was
Have a
there
seat,
last
have a
night.
seat
Where am
here.
I sitting?
There you go.
Look at that.
No, Rose and I are there practically every day. We're not there right now.
Should I just tuck in?
Yeah, dive in. Tell me what you think.
Just talk amongst yourselves for the next half an hour. Does that mean that you don't cook for your husband? I'm just curious what does he come home to this kind of thing every
Well,
night?
his office is there, as I said before, so very often he has lunch in the River Cafe.
He can get a table.
So he
I
can,
bet he can get a table, yeah.
so he's there, so we usually have very light food.
So delicious, that. That's all you're getting, Jason. Pass it down.
That is utterly fantastic.
It's good, isn't it?
I was going to ask you, why Italian?
Well, both Rose and I had our roots in Italy. My husband's family are Italian, so I spent...
Banana frying off.
And a half a coal one round their arm, put it in a bucket, all the while smiling and chatting at us, and then chop the head off. And I stayed watching it thinking, this is good for me, because this is so horrific, I'll probably end up a vegetarian, I'll live longer. And when they finally took the head off, it suddenly looked like something I'd seen in a butcher's, and I thought, do you know what, I'd eat that.
You'd eat that.
Just from a man who doesn't like celery.
But
I hope not. That was
Exactly.
the plan, to be in deep disguise.
But is that what you're doing? Is it you've got another one lined up as well?
Well, I just finished, actually. Just finished 2 weeks ago. I put the wig away in a box and say a very tearful farewell to it. I'm not going to be in the in the 6th film, because I'm not in the 6th book, so I'm hoping that it all speeds along very quickly and we get to book 7.
Fantastic. And also, you've done some stuff for the Beeb recently, The State Within, which
I
is
have.
absolutely brilliant, I have to say.
I'm glad
Thursday
you're enjoying
nights 9 o'clock, and I know it's one of your favourites, isn't it?
Oh yeah, completely compelled. It's compulsive figuring, really interesting, and I think you're great as
That's very kind of you. It was a lovely change for me to be trying to save the world from terrorism instead of massacring large groups of people. So, but it was also, I did the State Within. I came straight to the State Within from doing something else called Scars, which is on Tuesday night on Channel 4 late night, which was incredibly disturbing and harrowing and to camera a very violent man talking about his life, and it's transcripts from real interviews.
Right.
And there's such one of the lovely things about an actor is the contrast you get in your life, to go from guerrilla filmmaking around London in a van talking about a broken life and a kind of damaged heart, and then go and make this kind of glamorous conspiracy thriller.
And that's coming on Channel 4 shortly.
Channel 4, 11:30 on Tuesday night, and
Lovely.
if you live in a city, I think you need to watch it to know who it is that's walking around you and understand.
Really? There's only a few minutes left for you to decide what will be cooking Jason at the end of the show. To vote, just call 090 44 31 44 31. That's 090 44 31 44 31, and leave your decision. Will he get his idea of food heaven? Spicy pork patties with a chilli dipping sauce, or will he get his food hell? Celery, which I'm going to turn into a Waldorf salad with more char-grilled celery on the top and a walnut-crusted chicken. Find out whether he'll be sending Jason to either food heaven or food hell. Jason, just to remind you, your idea of food heaven would be pork,
yes,
which
that's
I could turn into the simple little pork and chicken patties.
I'd love that.
We'll serve with a spicy chilli dip, which you'll love even more, and then we've got a spring onion and a cucumber salad. But of course, there has to be a flip side to this. Your idea of food hell, the dreaded celery.
I'd rather eat my own foot.
How do you think the viewers have done?
I suspect that there's people, my family, have been dining in to make me eat celery.
Really? Because I was
My
going
wife's probably dialed
to.
in
I
10,000
could turn
times.
this into a classic Caesar salad, which I think
could
not
turn it
Caesar
into
salad,
a
a classic Waldorf salad. But
Oh, even the smell set my hair on end.
well, to be honest, I agree with you. That's gone.
Oh, really?
They've chosen
God
food
love
heaven. We can
Wherever you are,
lose.
I'm on my way around to every single one of your houses.
What,
to tidy up your front room.
77% of the people who phoned in voted for food heaven. So they all love you. Right, so what? Yeah. Lid on. Where's my lid gone?
I'll see a question about cooking while we're doing this.
Go on then, fire
I've
away.
just got a new kitchen, and I've got
I can hear you, yeah, go on.
And I've got a steam oven, because we thought it was a trendy, cool, healthy idea, and we haven't got a clue what to do with it.
A steam oven.
Should we be using that steam oven, or should we send it back?
Should they be using the steam
Would you
oven?
like a steam oven in your kitchen?
Well, I don't
Sometimes use it for
I
bread.
don't know what you
Have
do
it.
with it, Stephen.
I think you can put veg. I don't know.
You don't know what you do with-
No, we don't know. We don't use one.
that.
God.
The top of there.
Wow.
And Jason.
Wow.
Jason. Yeah. I want to dive into that. Tell me what you think.
Oh, if I wasn't married.
What? If you want married, what?
You and me. I'd be out there. That is absolutely lovely.
Like that? I'll leave you to dive in.
Delightful.
We need some wine to go with this. Dive in, girls. If you bring over the glasses, Emma. There we go. Now, Tim's chosen an amazing wine to go with this. Montana Riesling, Marlborough, $6.99. I think a great quality wine. There you go. Do you want to dive into that?
Hey, what?
I don't know whether you like spicy food. Do you like spicy food?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, well, don't like it too much, because there's not that much here.
There we go. We've got some wine. There you go. Dive into that one. Tell us what you think of that.
I don't drink, so I think it
Want to taste?
smells like wine.
Smells like
Tingle on
Rose,
the tongue.
Rose, there you go. Rose, dive into that one.
Wait a minute,
So
I'm
we
just
think-
trying to secure pork on the end of a fork with a piece of
There you
this
go, Lee.
Put it all in your mouth, Rose.
But I
fabulous
think that's a great
salad.
thing about that. You could, if you don't want to make it out of pork, you can make it out of chicken. You can actually make it using a mixture of pork and prawns, which is really nice. That combination of the two. But
Oh, very good dressing on there.
Oh, look, it's another
it's nice, isn't it? I mean, the just all it is sharp, sugar, water, a little bit of white wine vinegar,
chilli.
touch of chilli, coriander.
And years of training.
Cheers.
You just trade a
Cheers.
great bottle of wine.
Cheers.
Fantastic. Well, that's it. That's all from us today on Saturday Kitchen. Thanks to Ruth Rogers and Rose Gray and Jason
Bye.
Isaacs.
Bye.
Cheers to Tim.